If you've just adopted a puppy, you already know you are required to take that puppy to the vet multiple times over the course of a few weeks to months after you adopt that puppy so that they can get all of their vaccinations, they can get all of their health checks, and everything is cleared for them to then be in public as a puppy. When it comes to taking your puppy to the vet, there are some things you need to know to make it way easier on yourself, and things that people forget because they have a puppy and it's really easy to overlook certain things. So let's make this a little bit easier for you in terms of transporting your dog and keeping them safe and happy while you are at the vet. I cannot speak highly enough of having a carrier for your puppy. This is the one that I have. I actually have 2 of these. I got one for each of my puppies, and it has been so instrumental in how I was able to take my dogs to the vet and to accomplish everything, because the vet is a chaotic experience all around for most people going to most vets, because you will be in the waiting room. There's going to be a lot of other dogs, cats, creatures, and people there. There's going to be potential issues where you need to keep your dog away from people. And because your puppy is a puppy, they can't be on the floor. They cannot be in public because they haven't had all their vaccines and they could catch something. So you have to be able to manage and contain your puppy, and this carrier was so incredibly helpful for me. This carrier does have side pockets, it's got front pockets, it has the ability to cover them completely in canvas, but they also have a mesh netting so that your dog can see through, your dog can breathe, and you can decide how much light they're getting in, how much visibility they have. You can decide whatever's going to be the easiest for you. It has a strap that you can carry like a purse, and it makes it really easy for you to then transport those dogs. And I use them with all of my puppies, and I think I put my Paparini and full-grown dog in it at some point as well. This is going to be really, really easy for you to then transport your dog, but also keep them out of the way of other dogs, and make sure when you have to do paperwork, when you have to pay your bill, when you have to do all these other things, you do not also have to hold a squirmy puppy while you're trying to sign your name. So having a carrier is going to be really, really helpful. Now, a step up from that is to actually have a dog stroller. We've talked about this in other episodes. I got my dog stroller for my senior dog when she was too old to do full walks with us, so that she could do part of it and then we could push her the rest of the way in the stroller. And so then after I lost my dogs and I adopted my new puppies, I was able to put my puppies inside of the strollers. I did not take the stroller to the vet, but I could have, and I almost wish that I had. So the carrier is going to be the entry-level version of this, which, by the way, very affordable. This is TSA approved. There's all the good things. I'm going to link it down below for you. But if you want your dog to have a little more space, if you don't have the ability to carry a puppy or put them on your shoulders, if you want to make sure that you're not, picking up and setting down a bag all the time, a stroller is going to be a really good option for you. You have to get one of the good ones. They're not created equal. I have tried multiple versions of strollers, so I will link the good one down below. There are other options, of course, but that's the one I recommend. And that actually carried me through puppyhood all the way through seniorhood of my dog, and you can use it throughout the course of their life. You're not going to use it as much in the middle of their life, but we have videos on the creative ways to use it so you're getting most bang for your buck. And so you can push a stroller in and have them all zipped in so they can't get out. Having some type of way to contain that puppy is going to be very, very helpful. Carrier cases are a great entry-level way of doing that. Stroller, of course, is going to be a little more of an expensive investment, but well worth it if you are going to take care of your dog throughout the course of your life, and it can be reused again and again and again. But that is entirely up to you, your lifestyle, and your budget. I will link all those things down below. Now, another thing that you need to be mindful of is that your puppy needs to have a leash. Oftentimes, we will think, I have a teeny tiny puppy and I'm just holding my teeny tiny puppy, or I have my puppy in a teeny tiny carrier, and we don't think to bring a leash, but they will require that puppy to be on a leash if they have to take the puppy to the back. Some of them will carry the puppy, but let's say you have to have a potty break outside. You're going to need to have your dog on a leash. Let's say you're going to be in different situations, or maybe you just need to make sure your puppy stays in the room when the vet's going in and out the door and it's not on a table. A leash is going to be important. They're going to get real mad if you don't have a leash. I have seen a lot of vets even though they have them there, they do not like it when people don't bring leashes. So even though it's a puppy, be sure to have a leash. One way that I combated that was to actually carry leashes both in my car in the seat pockets in case I needed them, but I actually, to this day, have a leash that I just keep inside of my purse. It is literally always with me in case I need it for my dog, in case something breaks, or in case I find a stray dog that I need to help, whatever. I have it, it's accessible, and I definitely walked into my vet's office once without having my puppy on a leash, but it was post the time that they had to be in a carrier. So they were a little bit older, a little bit bigger, but still I was carrying them. They were sitting on my lap. And I got there and I sat down and I realized I didn't have them on a leash. So I was able to grab that out of my purse and clip it on them because she needed it and because they would have been mad at me if I didn't have my pup on a leash. So having it with you, having some spares, always a good idea. But making sure that you have some type of carrier, some type of stroller, and that you have them on a leash is going to be incredibly helpful and incredibly valuable. And most vets will be able to work around a harness. So putting your dog in a harness is going to give you a little bit more control as well. Now, there's lots of other things you can do to help level up your vet experience, from what you need to make sure you're asking for every time you leave your vet office, to ways that you can prepare to save time, effort, and stress while you're at your vet's office, to making sure that you're picking a good vet for you. We have those listed in our playlist down below. Make sure you're checking it out and drop your questions for us as we continue to help you level up for your pup to navigate the world of being a dog parent and give them the best life possible with the least amount of stress on you. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes as we continue to help you navigate the world of getting your dog to the vet. We talk about car manners all the time and successfully navigating those vet visits and more.